now that you've seen that, and I'll show you where they're at. It's only been about a week. Yeah, about a week, maybe 6-7 days at the most. Might even be 6 days. Let's go take a look and see what it looks like. I'm going to try, I know I say it every time, to do this quick, but we'll see. Here we go. I'm going to start out here with the plants that don't look so great instead of starting inside all the time. I'm going to start on this end where the boots are. This one is a yellow boot, and it's coming back pretty good. These are the ones that were struggling. These are actually looking almost like a normal plant again. This one is a white boot, supposedly. We'll see what happens. It's coming back pretty good. These look really good. And there was a ton of damaged leaves and yellow leaves and weird stuff going on with that fungus. And I cleaned a lot of it off, and I've just been ripping it off and trimming and letting them hopefully sprout, and they are big time sprouting new leaves. Every plant in this garden is sprouting like crazy since I sprayed the fungal stuff, and it just looks great. This plant was dying bad. It had 1,000,000 peppers on it, no leaves, and it's coming right back. This is a mystery. I don't know what that is. It's like a little Thai pepper or something, but they're pretty good. I'm saving them for powder. This one is the only one that can get some light on it. It's going to be toast, and it kind of was weak anyhow. I don't even think it had a fungus. I think it's just too damn hot out here for it. So that one's going to go away. This is my Hobolokia, the one that's always been a red-headed stepchild, kind of. I got 2 of those. This one has had funky, crappy leaves its whole life. It's never had a normal leaf. Had leaves that look like that. Right there. Weird, crinkly, brownish, crappy leaves. I was just going to cut it down, and I noticed it's got a bunch of normal looking growth on it. So since I sprayed, it must have had that the whole time. So, because it is a new plant. So we'll see if it can come back. This one is a Fatale that's kind of coming back pretty decent. It's still got some leaves that got to go on it, but I'm just letting them go on their own. This is the other red-headed stepchild. This is the, what the hell is it? Oh, it was supposed to be a yellow brain strain, and it's actually red. It looks like a brain strain, but it's red. So not yellow. It's been the one that was kind of calico looking its whole life, and just like this. It looked kind of like that. With, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's really bright out here, but all the new growth is coming out like that again, but it's blossoming and putting pods out, so who knows. I'm not real concerned about that one. This one's a Primo that's a little yellowish, the leaves coming out, but there's some good green ones stuck in there too. It's coming back. Hopefully that one will take off again. These are the ones that were from the guy named Juka, and I got from Toby that I planted. I really wanted them to grow, and luckily they are coming back. See that new growth right there? That's all I need to see to know that they're back on track. And this one's got a little, it's real little still, but used to be big, had to get hacked. This is a Moruga that's coming back. It's actually got a bunch of new growth. It's good. This is one of the butch teas that were really pretty big. It's never had a pod on it. And when I took all these trees down that were over here, not me, but the guys doing it, they ripped half this plant apart. It landed on it and tore a couple big branches off. But I'll tell you what, I can't even get it all in the damn frame. It's kind of, I'm just letting it kind of go, and it's filling in really good. Bunch of new growth on it. This is another butch tea that looked great, then lost all its leaves, just like everything else, and now it's coming back. It's got pods hanging on it, and it's got a bunch of new growth. On this butch tea also. Same thing. They all went through the same thing. This is my peach Hobolokia, the one I like so much, and it was really hurting. It looked like a shrub, ground shrub. It was all laying down and just crappy, and got the fungus stuff on it really bad, and it was horrible. Now it's really bouncing back. It's got some really nice new growth, and the peppers all over it. But I'm going to show you something else. It's kind of interesting. I don't even know what caused this, but when I put the fungicide on it, it's not a copper-based one. It's based on phosphoric acid, I think it is. It's edible. You can eat, not the substance isn't edible, but you can eat the peppers after you spray. You don't have to remove all the fruit. Well, it caused all the peppers on the plants to ripen. I mean, within 2 days they were all fully ripe, and it was kind of weird. They tasted normal. I tasted them, but some of them did this. The ones that were not close to ripening got ripe and did this. See how white that is right there? I don't know how well that's showing up, but very odd. It's a little, it's not really soft yet, but it's going to be. and they're taking on an odd hue. They're not really, some of these are not really right. And I'll show you on this next plant exactly what I'm talking about. The, what is it, yellow scorpion? I just pulled like 18 full-size pods off this plant. It was really full. It's got all kinds of new growth. It's coming back. All the dead leaves that are falling off are about off of it now. But look at this pepper back here. Some of them did this, and I tossed them in the garbage, the ones that did it, but see that white on there? It's like a soft spot, and it's like got no color. It's very strange. And there's more than one doing it. There was probably 15 of them on these different scorpion plants. Yellow scorp, there's another one. It's doing really good. Got some big fat ones hanging on it. Oh, see that? See that white spot? They all got it. Look at them if you look close. See, this one's got a little brown on it. See that one? All the little white, those will all go in the garbage. There's one that was really noticeable. And that's downright soft right there, and it's not even fully ripe yet. So anyhow, I wanted you guys to see that. It's kind of weird. It's another one that's going to go in the garbage, but it's really nice. These are XL yellow 7 pots. Anyhow, the plant's coming back good. I don't really care that the fruit is not going to be good on that. We'll get more. There's tons of pods on it now. I mean, tons of unopened flowers on that one, so it'll do good. This one, these are my overwinters. I don't know how good that's going to show up with the shade over here, but they were really hurting. Every leaf turned yellow, and damn near everyone fell off, but some of them came back actually after I sprayed it. That's a Butch Tea. That's a Moruga. And that's a Moruga, gangly looking things. I just pulled like 20 peppers off each one of these. Not too many, but a few. So I can tell this is getting long already, but let me go into here. This stuff looks a lot better in here. It's not, oops, not quite as hot in here. Let's see, these are all looking really good. This is a Douglas, a big Douglas that was like a perfect solid bush. Not so much anymore. This is the one that lost probably 100 leaves overnight of perfectly fresh green leaves from that spray, but didn't really slow it down. I pulled like 10-15 pods off here, and there's a ball, healthy looking pods. There's a bunch of them on there. They're really nice looking, mean looking Douglas from Hippie Seed Company. These two are kind of hurting, but I see signs of hope. I just noticed just now right there, so that's a good thing. There's some freshness on there. So this is a smooth Douglas that really tore me a new one when I ate it. This is I really hope these come back. These are both smooth Douglas that are mean as hell. This is my Douglas and Buchalokia cross that Matt gave me. It's coming back. It's doing pretty good actually. It was loaded. I pulled a bunch off, and tons of new growth now. And my 2 forlorn boots. I've had worse luck with boots this year. I need them, a lot of them for my recipes, and I have like 0. I get like 6 at a time off here. These things are huge too, but these were really hurting. All the leaves were like this. Let's see if I can get a shot of that. Like that. Even lighter green with the yellow. But now, see that leaf don't want to come off. So normally that thing would fall off right now, but they're trying to make it. I think they turned dark green in the middle now since I sprayed the antifungal, and they don't want to fall off, so I'm just leaving them. They will eventually, but anyhow, that's what's been going on with that. These are actually coming back, so there's a bunch of flowers getting ready to open up on them. There's probably 25 pods total on those 2. Hopefully they come back. This one is my, what is it? It's Naga, 7-pot brown Naga cross. The one that turned brick red color. And this thing acts like nothing happened. I don't know what the hell. It was a stick. It was literally a stick. No leaves, 3 weeks ago. Now look at this thing. It's just full of leaves. It's got some really nice looking pods, and that's the difference in this one compared to the other 3 7-pot browns. This comes out brick colored, but these pods are really light green. See how light that is? That's how I knew it was going to be something different, and it is, and it's pretty much every one comes out the same, so that's kind of cool. These are the 7-pot browns making their comeback. Got a few on there, probably between all 3 of them, maybe a dozen, 15, but all I care about right now is growth and leaves. I need leaves. These plants are growing peppers with no leaves on them. So this one's doing pretty good. It's got a ton of new growth. Got some peppers coming on. I'm going to yank them off pretty soon and let it just grow a bit. and resprout flowers. This one's doing good. I just pulled a bunch off that gangly thing. All the gangly branches are actually growing leaves though, so that's good. Otherwise I'd trim it back if they were just hanging there. This is my accidental cross I got from Neil. It was supposed to be a Moruga. You probably remember it from way back. It's a really cool cross. I ate one, and I ate part of one, and it was so freaking hot. It was hot as a damn dougla, but it's got naga in it or something. It's got the shape of a naga. It's got a little bit of taste that doesn't taste bad like a dougla. A dougla tastes good, but this is like, looks like a damn elephant trunk or something. But I'd call it that if there was name wasn't taken already. But it's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of neat. It's dark brownish black, more brown than black, but they get really dark if you let them hang on here. These are some little ones that ripened up when I sprayed, and then here's what they normally look like if everything was normal. They're pretty good size, and they're pretty consistent in shape. They're all wrinkly and long. So I don't know what that is, but I'm going to try to grow it out next year. I got some good seeds from the first wave of those that came off that were just massive. Sent one to John, the Italian 556, and he said his wasn't that hot, so I don't know if it's going to be consistent or not. I'm going to test one here pretty soon and do a video and test it and just see what it does to me. These are my two Nagamorich, the peppers that the plants that grow peppers even when they ain't got a leaf, because these things were skeletons and they're loaded with peppers. There literally was almost no leaves on these, if you remember. Well, I don't even think I did a video. I was too embarrassed to even do a damn video. But this thing's got some gnarly looking pods on it. Really bumpy, nice, full size, and it's just now getting leaves back on it. And this one, the brother of that one, is really gangly, but this thing is absolutely probably got 40 plus peppers on it right now, almost full size. And they're hanging everywhere they can hang. This branch back here is ridiculous. It's way up in the air, but it's got, I don't know how many freaking peppers in there. It's just loaded. And look at that thing. It's hanging up there all by itself, just like a damn lonely island out there. There's another little island out here. Nothing in the middle of the plant. Big island of peppers. All kinds of shit going on under there. These are my 3 brain strains. They're just now coming back. They're actually coming, so I was worried about these, especially this one, but it's got all new growth. It doesn't look fantastic, but it's coming out. There's still a couple leaves coming out with fungus on them, so I've been yanking them as soon as they show their face. And this one's the biggest one that got all gangly, but I'll tell you, it's got probably a half a dozen peppers on it ripe, and it's all sprouting out new shoots, so what the hell. This is the Primo, the one Primo I had that was beautiful and never really put out many pods, and it looks like it's coming back. It's finally got some decent looking leaves on it that look good, that don't look like that. The whole plant looked like that a week and a half ago. The entire plant looked just like that. Now look at it. It's got probably maybe 20 of those leaves left, and everything else is new. So I'm just taking off those so I can tell if it's going backwards or forward. If it starts keep doing it, I gotta almost address it, but I couldn't fix that one. I think it was the fungus all along. This is the, what is this? Naga 7 pod cross that Matt gave me. It is all over the place, but it's got a bunch of pods on it. It's all ganglied out, and it's look at them stems all over, no leaves, but I'll tell you what, there's peppers all over this thing. I mean, there's a lot of peppers on here. And there's this branch hanging back here all by itself. Look at this thing. It's hanging way the hell down there. It can't even stand up. It's got some big, gnarly looking pods on there. So I'm just going to wait till all the pods come off and trim it a little so it kind of bushes out. This one is the same plant. You can believe that. Look at that. Look at that. This one is like 4 stalks coming out in all directions. And it's coming back too, finally. They both look totally different, but the pods are exactly the same. This is a 7-pod Burgundy. It hasn't missed a beat, man. This thing's been making peppers and just new growth. It never really got hit by it for some reason. Really hardy. I mean, it's got, shit, 15, 16, 18 peppers on it right now. And I pull them off every day. And this is a 7-pod white that's never had a pepper on it. And I'm hoping to see if it's actually a 7-pod white, because this one, which did have peppers on it, were red. So maybe that one's an actual white. This is a boot, chocolate boot. Let me get over here. It's a chocolate boot that's never had a pod on it, so I'm waiting. All the flowers just kind of fell off it. This is one of the only ones in here that's got me a little worried. It's a Maruga from the Hippie Seed Company. It was coming back great, and I sprayed it. Sorry for the jet. Yeah, that's kind of loud. Sorry for that. I sprayed that chemical on here, and now it's coming out bright yellow. It's growing. All kinds of new growth. It's just bright yellow. So I'm definitely going to be fertilizing my normal Bill's fertilizer tonight. Give them a good dosing of it and get them to spark them up a little bit. And these are the 3 they're red Caribbeans, or Caribbean reds, I found out, and they're not red Savinas. And they are loaded with peppers, loaded with flowers like mad. The last couple of days, they just popped out everywhere. And this one's got a bunch of ripe ones on it, and I've been picking them off and sending them to people, but I'm going to start roasting these and get them in a sauce somewhere. But otherwise, that's about it. And that's the update. It's probably long as hell. Oh, how long is it? Oh yeah, it already cut the video off, didn't it, and made a new one. God, I hate that thing about this phone. Or this camera, I mean. Oh, anyhow, that's that. You want to see how hot it is down here? Yeah, how we doing? Not good. It's blazing hot out here. I gotta go wipe my face off. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.